Welcome back. Today's video is about Revolutionary Army bounties. Give your predictions down below in the comments. Let's begin. Last in the list is Guillo, the Revolutionary Army intelligence controller. As a member of the Revolutionary Army, Guillo has made an enemy of the world government, and as such, he is a bold individual that is willing to risk his life to stand up to one of the world's most powerful forces. Furthermore, he is also a trustworthy individual as he was given the responsibility of being in charge of the Revolutionary Army Headquarters Intelligence and Information Network. I don't think he is that strong to have a high bounty, but he looks really smart and important to dragons, so if world government knows about his existence, I think they would give him at least a bounty of 50 million. Next we have Koala. Koala is a high-ranking officer of the Revolutionary Army, serving as the Fishman Karate Assistant Instructor. She started as a slave on Mary Joieuse, but was then set free by Fisher Tiger's rampage. Her position indicates that in terms of combat, she is above simple revolutionary soldiers, as she seems to have a decent level within Fishman standards despite being human. She is skilled enough at Fishman Karate to be able to teach it and was able to defeat an opponent much larger than her. Not being a fishwoman and still being able to learn the art makes her more impressive. I would say her bounty is around 89 million if she has one. She is part of a dangerous army, so even if she isn't that strong, the world government still considers her a threat. 10th in the list we have Hack. Hack is a highly proficient expert in Fishman Karate, being a 100-level practitioner and an instructor. He could use high-level Fishman Karate techniques to defeat his opponents in one hit, knocking out a gladiator larger than himself. However, Hack does not seem to be very resilient, as he was defeated by a kick from Bartolomeo after breaking his hand against his barrier. Nonetheless, Hack is really strong and plays an important role in the Revolutionary Army. I think he has a bounty of 136 million. Next in this list is Inazuma. Inazuma is an accomplished fighter who is capable of fighting while still maintaining his somewhat jaunty pose and holding his glass of wine. Inazuma ate the Choki no Mi, which allows him to transform parts of his body into scissors. His scissors can cut through any solid material, no matter how durable, including stone and metal. He can manipulate anything he snips with his scissors as though it were made of paper. He is also a proficient physical fighter. I don't think he is stronger than Hack, but the only reason I rank him higher is because he firstly escaped Impel Down and then later helped Luffy free Ace in the war. After escaping, I think the Navy increased his bounty as well, so I would say he has a bounty of 190 million. It doesn't seem that high, but let's not compare him to the Straw Hats crew because 190 million is a high bounty. Next in the list we have Moley. As a giant, Moley possesses tremendous physical strength and a longer lifespan when compared to humans. Because of the big size, Moley is able to move very large sections of the ground with the Devil Fruit power, which allows to push and mold the ground as if it were made of clay. Using this power, they can easily move underground, as well as attack enemies by pushing clumps of ground onto them. We already know their bounty is 293 million, so let's move on. 7th in the list is the best character in One Piece, Bartholomew Kuma. 38 years ago, Kuma ate the Nikyu no Mi, a Paramesha-type devil fruit that gave him paw pads on the palms of his hands. These paw pads have the power to repel anything they come into contact with. His paw pads grant him an absolute defense that allows him to protect himself from all physical attacks, even swords. There is not much I can say about Kuma. We already know how strong he is, but his bounty as a former warlord was 296 million. We didn't get an update when the government abolished the warlords because he became a slave. Next is Lindberg. As a member of the Mink tribe, Lindberg is a natural-born warrior and is capable of using electro. He is also able to transform into his Sulong for when he sees the full moon, though it is unknown if he can control it. Lindberg is a highly skilled and talented inventor, having created weapons and gadgets of advanced technology that he uses for combat. Lindberg has received a bounty of 316 million, proving how dangerous the world government sees him. 5th is Karasu, the coolest revolutionary member. Karasu is the commander of the North Army in the Revolutionary Army. Karasu ate the Susu no Mi, Lodger-type devil fruit that allows him to create, control, and transform his body into soot at will. He commonly uses this power to mold his soot into the shape of a flock of crows, as well as breaking up his elemental body into crows. His bounty right now is 400 million, but I think it will be higher soon. At 4th is the only female commander Bello Betty. Betty ate the Kabu Kabu no Mi, a paramecia-type devil fruit that allows her to encourage and rally people into fighting, increasing their resolve and physical strength in the process. She activates her power by speaking encouraging words to her targets. Once someone has been encouraged, this power will keep their fighting spirit going for quite some time, though it is unknown how long this power actually stays in effect or if it even has a time limit at all. This is a dangerous power and her bounty right now is 457 million, which tells you that the Navy are really scared of her. 3rd is Chief of Staff, the Flame Emperor Sabo. His last known bounty is 602 million, but we know he deserves a lot more. The government thinks he is dead, so I don't know if he has a higher bounty right now. I will make another video predicting his future bounty, so let's move on to the next one. 2nd in the list is none other than Emporio Ivanov. Eva is one of the Revolutionary Army's founding members, so that means he was the first member alongside Dragon. Ivanov ate the Horu Horu no Mi, which allows him to create a variety of special hormones that can alter the recipient's body in any way he desires, effectively allowing him to remodel a human from the inside. He has been a revolutionary member for more than 20 years fighting the world government. He also escaped Impel Down and also was part of the Summit War. He has his own island and his own army. I think he has a bounty around 1.69 billion, which to some seems a lot, but even if it's higher I wouldn't be surprised knowing his story. First of course is Monkey D. Dragon, the world's worst criminal. His powers are unknown, but he has been government's main enemy for the past 20 years. He was also part of Navy, assuming he was an admiral, but he didn't find justice there, so he left and started the revolutionary. He knows a lot about history and even his name trembles the officers at the Navy. I think his bounty is 5 billion, just below Whitebeard's. Some people think he has the highest bounty in the show, but Roger became the king of pirates, so I don't think Dragon can surpass his bounty. He hasn't done much till now, but we will see a lot more from him in the next arc. That's it for today. Don't forget to comment your own predictions below. Thank you for watching and see you next time.